kind of society do we have? To where people refuse to say, my mistake, my bad, I'm sorry, I messed up. What is it about people that just will not admit when they've made a mistake? I ain't talking about anything big and bad and major and terrible. I'm just talking about you make a simple mistake, own up to it. Be responsible for your own actions, you know? Well, where I'm going with this is that darn HostGator. You know, you remember when I was cussing old HostGator out pretty darn bad? Well, I contacted the Better Business Bureau on them. And I told the Better Business Bureau what kind of crap they pulled on me. So I filled out their thing, and they sent it in to HostGator, a Better Business Bureau complaint. Well, lo and behold, 36 hours, maybe 48 hours after I turned in that complaint, HostGator's on the phone with me, talking just as nice as they possibly can. And said, I understand, you know, I was looking at your review and you weren't pleased. How is it that we can help you? I said, oh yeah, you saw my review, all right. Well, they said, understand you have some documentation that can help us straighten this out. And I had put on my Better Business Bureau complaint that I had documentation to prove what I was saying and to prove that them lying bastards is wrong. Well, I said, yes, I do. I've got the email y'all sent me that said you were going to automatically charge my bank account within 3 days of my expiration date on my domain. I said, but there's no expiration date on the letter. I haven't, you know, I just thought it was a form letter, and, you know, because I canceled in November of last year, I figured this was just, you know, just sent out by the computer automatically. And he says, can you forward that email to me? I said, I'll do you better now. I'll do a PDF print off of it, and I'll shoot you a PDF, Adobe PDF file. And I said, I'd be happy to do it, but I want to hear this from you right here and now. If I go to all this trouble and I send you exactly what I say it is, you going to give me my $15 back? Yes, sir, I am. Very good, very good. And so I sent it to him. I said, stay on the line with me here. Let's get this all settled one final time here. I don't want to be dragging this out for weeks. So stay on the line here. He says, I've got it here. He says, it doesn't show your expiration date. It was supposed to show August 28th. And then he realized he screwed up. My domain was not supposed to expire until August the 28th. That tied right in with whenever I said, let's end this month. Whenever I canceled, it ended on November 28th. So, apparently I had signed up for all this stuff on the 28th of the month. Well, anyhow, he realized he had boogered up because he sort of cut that real short. You see, the letter stated that they would charge my account within 3 days of the expiration. But this was like the 24th I'm talking to him. They weren't even supposed to charge me yet. They charged me, it hit my bank account on the 16th of August. And I didn't expire until August 28th. So the earliest they should have charged me, well, it was August 25th. Okay? Maybe 24th. They charged me on August 16th. So they were wrong all the way around. I mean, they were wrong any way you looked at it. And anyway, he said, it'll hit your account 5 to 7 business days. I said, fine, I'll watch for it. And I hadn't brought this up to y'all because I was waiting to make sure I got it, which I did. Then I get a follow-up note from the Better Business Bureau. It said, we have received this response from HostGator. And HostGator did everything except call me a white man. They made it sound like they were doing me this great big favor that they wouldn't normally do for anybody, but they're going to do it for me. Okay? All they had to do was say, you know, we made a mistake. The letter we sent out didn't have an expiration date on it. Mr. Yoakum was right. You know, we just made a mistake, but we've refunded his $15 and all is good. No, they didn't say that. So because they did not fess up and be a man about it and take responsibility, I still say, fuck HostGator. They'll never get a dime from me. And friends, don't you ever use them people. They're nothing but liars. Scum and liars. Just dirtbags. So, you know, I've had a lot of my viewers tell me the same thing. The hell with HostGator, you know. They're a bunch of crooks, and my brother was using them and they screwed him, and my uncle and all this, you know. So I've not heard anything good about them at all. So just thought I'd let you know the greasy wheel, or the noisy wheel, did get the grease. I did get my money back, but boy, they didn't want to. But you got the Better Business Bureau on that ass. Well, the Better Business Bureau then says to me, says, you know, your response. Either number one, all is good, and I'm happy and everything's hunky-dory, or no, I disagree with this settlement. Well, I didn't want to disagree with the settlement because that's what I wanted was my $15. But nowhere on there was there opportunity for me to say, yeah, they did give me my money, however, I don't like the way they made me look like I was the idiot. You know, if I make a mistake, I'll tell you. But I'm far from an idiot. Even though whenever I talk like that right there, a bunch of people think I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Do you know how you can tell if somebody's a redneck? If they talking to you and the lips don't touch. If they lips don't touch, they rednecks. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye.